Hello everyone. Chris Voss, a FBI hostage negotiator, came to Harvard and completely wiped the floor, not only with their students, but also with their professors, including their professors of negotiation. As today I am in Harvard, I'm going to be looking at some of the persuasion techniques Chris used in his negotiations and how they can be transferred over to marketing, in particular, your copywriting. Here is a 5-step formula you can use. People are incredibly irrational and emotional, so rationalizing with them in a negotiation really is not going to work. You really need to develop a relationship. The same is true of marketing. The primary goal and foundation of your copy should all be about creating a relationship with your reader. How do you quickly develop rapport during a negotiation? Pause this video and have a think. One way is by demonstrating that you understand the other person. As we're negotiating, in marketing too, one of your most powerful weapons is empathy. It is absolutely critical that you understand people want to be understood. Convince your reader you understand them. That is half the battle. In a negotiation, you should use labels and mirrors to empathize with the other person. A mirror is where you listen and repeat back to the other person what they say, and a label is where you name how the other person is feeling. Now, obviously, when you are copywriting, you cannot talk to your reader. However, you would have had many face-to-face conversations with your customers over the years, so you do actually know how your customer thinks and feels. Imagine you are having a face-to-face conversation with your customers when you are writing your copy. It's an incredibly powerful marketing technique. Whatever your customers have told you during your face-to-face meetings and what feelings they are expressing, incorporate that back into your copy. Most people in a negotiation focus on getting the other person to repeatedly say yes. It gives them the false notion that they are getting closer to the final yes and winning the overall negotiation. But this is just complete gimmickry. You cannot beat people into submission. Good negotiating is actually about making the other person feel safe and relaxed. One technique you can use to make the other person feel like they are in control and relaxed is to get them to say no rather than yes. Avoid the hard sale in your copy, and when you are asking questions early in your copy, frame them in such a way that it gets your reader to mentally answer no rather than yes. In a negotiation, you should label and mirror the other person repeatedly. You should also summarize in your own words emotionally how that person is feeling. Eventually, the person will agree with you and say, "That's right." This is the absolute critical stage because that is when you know you can now start to share your perspective of things with them and bring them around to how you think and feel. Go back to your face-to-face meetings and think to when your customer is agreeing with you. That is the critical stage when in your copy too, you now want to start promoting the benefits of your product or service. The key takeaway from today's video is that we think of persuasion as a wrestling match, but whether it's good negotiating or good copywriting, influencing others is more about empathetic judo.